Today I'm bringing you along for one of my freezer bank meals that I showed you. Okay guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and today I am doing my first meal out of the freezer. And this is one of the meals that I freezer banked for you. I promised you that I would show you how those come out and how I cook them. So super easy. I'm going to take that out and let it thaw overnight in the refrigerator, and then I will cook it up for you. Actually, I've already done that, but I'm going to go through the process so you see how full that freezer is. And this is part of the no meat buying challenge that I'm doing with Tulilu. Tulilu Creates, and I've got a link to her channel down below this video. So make sure and leave a comment in this video so you're put in for the drawing at the end of the month, because this is all part of that series of videos we're going to be doing, and you need to comment on both of our videos, anything that has to do with freezer banking or pulling from our freezer for that no meat challenge. If you didn't see that video, please go back and watch that and leave me a comment over there. It looks like a lot of you have joined in, so let's go out to the freezer and I'll show you how full it is and why this all started in the first place. Okay, here we go. This is the chest freezer, and I gotta wipe the top of that off. But this is how full it is. Oh my goodness. So I am pulling out the, let's see, not the Asian pork, it's this one. This is the apple, cabbage, and pork. So I'm going to be pulling that out to thaw out, and then I will show you how I cook it off. But this is exactly, I can barely get this shut. So this freezer, I'll be working on this, and I'll also be working on my other freezer, but because I want to show you how the pork roast come out too. So which do you want to see next? Give me a vote down below. Do you want to see the pork picante that is raw, or the Asian pork? It's almost like an egg roll in a bowl, but we're going to have the other one, or I'm going to have the other one right for lunch today. And it'll be 2 servings, so yay. So here's my package of thawed pork, the pasta, the cabbage, and the apples. It's all in there. So first thing I want to do, I want to get my pan hot, and I'm going to add butter. Now you could just put that in the microwave and it would be fine, but I want to have a little bit of a sauce, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, I want a little bit of a sauce with this. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons. I just want it, not a gravy, but a sauce, so it coats the, sorry about that, it coats the pasta. Okay, so Kerrygold butter in. And then once that melts, we'll add some fat to that, but not like I'm making, I don't want to make a thick roux. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of flour. And like I said, you could do this faster. Can you see okay? Let's see, bring you over there. There we go. So we're just gonna make a little bit of a roux, but not too heavy on the flour, because I do want it thin, right? And then I'm gonna add some, I've got turkey stock, but you could use chicken stock. You could use, it already smells good. A little bit thinner. And if I need to, I can always add more. I want to add a little bit of seasoning. I know I seasoned a little bit, but not a whole lot. So some black pepper and some salt. And close my, get this a little bit thinner, because it's going to cook out as when I add this. So we're going to go ahead. Okay, I'm going to turn my fire down a little, and now I've got what I feel like is a sauce. Does that make sense? You could add some chicken bouillon to that to make it even richer if you wanted to. Okay, so the questions were about the cabbage. Does it get soft when you freeze it? Yes. So it's soft, but it's gonna get soft when you cook it anyway. So I put all of this in, and as you can see, this is a 1 quart bag, but this is plenty for 2 people. Now, if I want more cabbage, I feel like I've got plenty of apple and pork. I might add some more cabbage to this, just because, you know, I can, but you don't have to. This freezer meal is just fine the way it is. But let me get this heated, and as soon as this is heated through, I will give you a taste test and let you see. But I am going to add some fresh cabbage. So note to self, next time I will add more cabbage. Maybe, I don't know, I think I've got a good ratio of meat. This is probably enough to feed 3 people. I guarantee you it would be enough for 3 meals for me. So we'll be back. Okay, so I just added another handful, that's all. A little bit more, and that's the nice thing about this, it's still, the meat is cooked. I did that out on the Traeger. The pasta is cooked, and everybody was very curious about the pasta. Even Lisa was asking me about that. So we're gonna let you know here in a second. But I can't, or I freeze pasta and rice all the time. So, like, yes. Does it have some good texture? Oh, hi. It's absolutely perfect. Unbelievable. Okay, this could be another game changer for me here. It's almost heated through, but the apples, they actually soften up, so they just need to be heated through. If I was to make this from fresh, I would have had to cook the meat and the apples and the onions and all of that, and then add the pasta. But I've got a nice little sauce on here as well. I just want that meat heated through. And like I said, this is enough for 2 or 3 people. So I'm gonna probably be sharing anyway. Okay. Well, actually 2 people. So if it was you and your husband, this would be perfect, because this is more like a man-sized portion, and maybe not so much, right? So super easy, and I didn't have to slave over the stove. This literally is taking, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And if I took that to work, I would just put it in as is and mix it up in a bowl and microwave my portion. So easy, beautiful, delicious. Okay, I can't wait. I'll be back with the taste test. Okay, I am dishing this up. This looks so good. It smells wonderful. I smell the sweet apples, and as much as I stirred that, it still didn't break the pasta apart too badly. So I'm really happy with that. And I can smell the smokiness of the pork too. So delicious. Okay, let's get a taste test. And I actually, while it's cooling off a little bit, I think I'm gonna go grab some fresh chives from the garden. Okay, so here we go. I've got some chives out of the garden, and I put that on there. This has got pasta, onion, some apple. Let's try that. The apple. Ooh, and the apple still has a little bite to it. I could feel that with the fork. And of course the meat, the pork, and the cabbage. Wow. That is really, really good. I love the sweet bite of the apple. And the pasta is perfect. I cooked this al dente, but now that it's been frozen, it's perfect. The texture is spot on. Here's the cabbage. Some of the fresh adds a little bit of a crunch to it, so that wasn't a bad idea to add that in. Well, this is delicious, and I'm going to share the rest. And I know my bestie's going to love it. This would be good with pineapple too. Anyways, I can't wait for the Asian dish because it has the pineapple in it. So, So I'll do one of the roasts for you next. That way you get a good idea. But on Sunday, don't forget, every Sunday, Linda and I will be doing pretty much a shopping list of what's in our freezer. We're gonna be doing a menu plan out of the freezer. So we're gonna be taking something out, whether it be multiple things or not, and doing our meals for the week out of the freezer. So yeah, you'll get to come along for that menu plan. And make sure you leave a comment. There's gonna be a giveaway every single month, which is gonna be a $25 Amazon gift card, but you could be a winner every single month. It's gonna be a 6-month challenge. And 6 months of delicious food. All right, I'm gonna go eat the rest of my lunch. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you. Don't forget to leave a comment so you're put in for the drawings.